will now be viewing Mike Scale's 25-yard backstroke from the above water cam review. This is Coach Connor commentating, and when we're watching this video, we will be watching it at 1/4 of the speed that it was recorded at for analysis purposes. With that, let's begin. Okay, first thing I'm noticing right away on the start, is Mikey is not utilizing all of his power and his strength through the legs, through his body motion. As we see, as the arms start to leave the wall, what we want to do right here in this position is we want to jump as high up as we can with the arms as they come back, reaching as far as they can back. So with jumping high as we can and then the arms reaching as far back as we can, they balance each other out and we're able to extend and drive above the surface of the water into a nice streamlined diving position on our back. Okay, what we do here is he pushes off the wall. He gets a good big push, lots of power, but because he's not initiating that jump as soon as the hands leave the wall, he's just driving straight back off the wall into more water, creating more resistance. Okay, and you can see all that coming to fruition through the splash that he creates off the wall. Okay, and then to get underwater, he's got to do a little extra dolphin kick, and now we're underwater. Okay, and he's in that streamlined position, getting a couple dolphin kicks, but he's still struggling to stay underwater and getting to the surface. Okay, now let's watch that breakout stroke. Now he does a good job of getting the elbow out, but where do we want that hand? We want that hand to be out, towards the wall a little bit more, probably right around at the end of that line, to where he has that elbow bent still, but he's able to grab that water with his hand and the elbow position that he has, so that way he can pull through and get that strong breakout stroke that we need right away. Okay, also, his lead arm, we want that pinky to be down. Right now you can see his thumb is down towards the bottom. We want that pinky down so that when it's that arm's turn to pull, it's ready to pull. Okay, a lot of water, just as we talked about with the left arm, having that palm down, out to the side, with the fingertips to the side, he's going to be able to grab a lot more water, creating a more efficient, more powerful pull. Okay, now right there, that's the kind of pull we're looking for with his left arm. We want that right away on that first breakout stroke. Okay, a little bit deeper than what we would want, but still, he's grabbing more water than he did on the first stroke, not slipping through. Okay, and then by the time his left hand, regardless of whether if it's left or his right arm, whichever hand comes down towards the hip, the lead arm needs to be out at the front of the stroke. So right now what we should see is his right arm should be out here, reaching towards the wall behind him, which will then enable his hips to kind of elevate towards the surface and stay at the surface. Okay, so the timing there is key in order to have efficient body position. Okay, also take note of his head position. Okay, the chin is resting on the chest. We want the head just to be a little bit more back, a little bit more relaxed in a neutral position. Okay, that's also going to help create better body position through the hips. Okay, another thing that I do like would be Mikey's kick. Okay, it's nice and tight for the most part. I just like to see it speed up just a little bit. So what you should see at the end of his kick, right around his feet, is what we call boiling water. Okay, we want to have a nice ring of white water next to his toes. And we want that to be a steady, consistent kick. Okay, let's rewind back there. Let's take a look at that right hand. Okay, I really like the way that arm's coming out of the water. He's getting that hand set up for the next pull as it comes over through the recovery phase into the pulling phase. So he's got that pinky down, thumb is up. So when he pulls through, you can see, okay, you can see that his elbow bends. His hand is pulling through efficiently. Although I want those fingertips to be extended a little bit more towards the wall, not so much cupping the water. Just kind of keep it nice and flat and relaxed as you pull through. Again, hands to the hips. Arm should be fully extended behind him. So this position needs to happen as soon as the hands hit the hip. Okay, that's going to help keep that body position on top of the water, okay, without having to have a massively strong pull or even fast kick. We just get the timing down, it's going to become that much more efficient. Okay, the other thing I'll touch on is the size of the kick. Okay, in terms of the rotation that it creates. If he tightens that kick up a little bit more and just lets the rotation come from the extension of his stroke, you're going to see a little less wiggle as we see right now. Okay, a little less wiggle. So we're going from side to side. Okay, rather from hip to hip. I like that he keeps his head back, or his eyes on the ceiling rather. He keeps his eyes on the ceiling, keeps the arms going nice and strong, steady rhythm, steady tempo, good kick all the way into that wall. Okay, he's not looking around, he's not shortening up his stroke. So that's good. That's what we want. That's a lot. That means that you have a confident swimmer right there. So that's good. Okay. So with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to your underwater video if you have not viewed that already, and we will take a look at your strokes from that camera view.